boys back home and done it again. 30 Seconds to Mars released their new album today. It's called America. It's an album, unfortunately, that I'm inclined to talk about for the sole reason that 30 Seconds to Mars has always been a bit of a guilty pleasure for me that I've never really... I mean, if you've heard me talk about music in person before, and we start talking about albums or bands that I really don't like, 30 Seconds to Mars will often come up. I mean, look at this shit. I bought a damn vinyl. Look, I don't know, man. I can't explain it, alright? I think it was just because, like, with the age, I was so young. I was young, and I liked the angst, you know what I mean? It was like, it kind of then it didn't remind me sonically of Linkin Park, but I liked Linkin Park for similar reasons. It was kind of like angsty, very, like, dramatic music that no one I knew really liked or listened to that often, and if they did, then it was probably just for the same reasons as why I liked it. But yeah, this new album came out. I listened to it. Yeah, it's about a 65% out of 100 for me. It's 12 tracks. I liked 4 of them. I was very indifferent on another 4, and the final 4 I was just kind of really not feeling for various reasons that I will go through. I do have this sort of picture up here that I got from a website called The Music Universe. Kind of goes over the concept of the album a bit more. These are all the different album covers, I guess. First of all, I think it's kind of dumb. I don't know, like it's very, like, I get it. It's kind of trying to be minimalistic, kind of edgy. It's got facts like American names, American shit. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know, man. There's just words on color and the name and the emblem, and it's kind of dumb. I don't know. It seems very lazy. As a person that takes album covers very serious. Yeah, what the fuck. Anyways, I don't really want to talk about the concept because I think it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Surface level? Like, I get it. It's big deal. Oh, these are things that people like in America, but I think it's more of just a reflection on the social media influence. Like, you can just Google this shit, you know what I mean? And it's supposed to signify what America is. Like, cool, man, like, this isn't doing anything. This isn't, people aren't reading this and be like, oh shit, we gotta fix all these problems, we gotta fix this shit. No, man, you go to university and or any kind of school, or you just look it up, like I just said. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. You know what I mean? And then, like, even like trying to combine it with the music, nothing on the album really stands out as like extremely trying to do anything. It's just talking about shit. I want to just sort of like get into like the background a little bit more, as I already kind of have. I really liked the last album they released that I just showed. I got the vinyl of Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams. I listened to that album a lot. I was just starting high school, and you know, it was kind of like one of those things I liked. It was special to me. It was one of the first CDs I ever bought with my own money. You know, I always really did try and struggle, like I legitimately would struggle to try and explain why I liked them. Like I said, it was just that sort of connect to the angstiness. Like, even now I still feel kind of weird talking about that. I really enjoyed them. Either way, it propelled me to listen to this. But here's the thing. The music on America, I connect it to almost like a runt of the litter Frankenstein monster, because it doesn't know what it wants to be, and it does the worst job at not knowing what it wants to be. What I mean by that, I like a nice album that blends genres, that doesn't really know what's going on. It likes this stuff, it likes that stuff, it fuses it together. It takes the rules of the genre that it's mainly trying to be and is like, nah. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. And the only reason I like it is because it's progressive. It's trying to do something new. It's taking what is here and reinventing it. You know what I mean? It shows an appreciation for multiple genres. But here's the thing. A lot of the music on America kind of really just sounds like it's really trying to appeal to current trends and be what 30 Seconds to Mars was for kids back in the day with the self-titled and A Beautiful Lie. But now it's trying to appeal to the fact that kids really like hip-hop and EDM anthems. Like Chainsmokers Drops. And it's not very substantive, but it's trying to be, you know what I mean? It's also, they reuse a lot of tropes from Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams that kind of really pisses me off, and I don't really like that they do it. There's some songs that legitimately sound like other songs that they released 5 years ago. I don't get it. It sounds like leftovers or B-sides that they've been sitting on. That, or they can't make new music. Like, I'm not even one of those Puritans that are like, go back to the alt rock, the weird experimental rock you guys were doing in the beginning. Because it's like, I don't really give a shit. Like, Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams was the only, and even that album, there were only songs on it that there were like a few songs that I purely liked that I thought were good songs. You get here, and you just say to yourself, when does it end? Because it just sounds like the same shit. Not that it's bad in the sense of it's still a guilty pleasure of mine. Like even this album, some of the songs I'm like, for example, the 2 singles they dropped, Walk on Water and Dangerous Night. I don't think they're great songs. I like them because I like 30 Seconds to Mars as a guilty pleasure band. That's literally the only reason. It's like I kind of picture like when you're not taking it serious and you're singing along and you're like trying to be right passionate and you're pulling it out of you, and you know that's what I think. Do you believe that you can walk on water? Like, you know what I mean? Like, like that's it. It's just music to put on that you can sort of go along with, and then Dangerous Night, the exact same thing. Then there are 2 other songs. Monolith, which is an instrumental, which is only 1 minute and 40 seconds long. And once again, it sort of sounds like Pyres of Varanasi off of Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams. So that's kind of annoying. And then the only song that I legitimately like just as a song, I think it's a good song, is the last one, Rider. But even then, like, it kind of has a really crappy ending. It just cuts off. And there's some songs that can do that really well. Like, if I think of a song that I like the fact that it cuts off, I think of, like, Eyes of the World off First Impressions of Earth by The Strokes. Like, it's just kind of annoying. It just ends. It just cuts. And he's saying, like, you'll miss me when I'm gone. And I'm just like,
I don't know, man. I don't think people will, you know what I mean? Like, with music like this.
And then the 2 songs with the 2 features, the A$AP Rocky and the Halsey tracks. Listen, man, you can have your opinions about A$AP Rocky. I'm not a big fan. I never have been. I can accept that people can enjoy him. That's okay. I've never been a big fan. Halsey, no fucking excuse. I don't get it. I don't. Even if you're trying to be rebellious or listen to music about sex lyrics, there's better shit out there. She's not even that great at singing. I don't get it. And like the songs just are so boring and run of the mill. And then you get songs like Hail to the Victor that just 100%, there's certain parts and like even the chord progression sounds like Northern Lights off of Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams. And it pisses me off because I love Northern Lights. It's one of my favorite songs on that album. But you're probably like one of the most annoying songs on the album, Remedy. I don't know who's singing it. It's not Jared Leto. And there's no feature, so I assume it's one of the other 2 guys, Shannon or Tomo, singing. And it literally sounds like that guy who rolls up at the party with his acoustic guitar and Coronas, takes a seat on a table, and says, "Hey, everyone listen up. I'm gonna play some fucking songs, bitch." And he starts playing Wonderwall, or like an acoustic version of Bohemian Rhapsody, or anything by Ed Sheeran. And you're just like, wow, this party, I was actually kind of enjoying myself before you started doing that. Like, no one wants this. You can't, fuck off. Like, it literally sounds like one of those, and it's like like I already sort of like forget how the song goes. I don't get it. Like, at least like I'm looking at the songs here and I can think about how they go. But it's like, it's so forgettable, and the lyrics are so boring, and don't enjoy it. And then there's the other four tracks like Rescue Me, Great Wide Open, Dawn Will Rise, and Live Like a Dream that I'm just so indifferent on because they just sound so familiar. To Love, Lost Faith, and Dreams. Like, there's nothing for me there to really enjoy. I don't get it. It just really goes back to this guilty pleasure thing. And after this album, I think of it as just, it makes me hide the guilty pleasure title more. You know, like, I don't want... It's not that great. It really isn't. It's a 65. 60 to 65%. The only reason it's not below a 50 is, once again, because there's just still some things that I just like because it's a trope that I will just never get tired of. But there's some songs that I really just cannot stand. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. 65. If you like listening to 65s, yeah, fuck yourself up. Go ahead, do it. I'm gonna go listen to good music.